What's going on, YouTube? SciGuy29 coming at you from the beautiful Cardboard Pub, where you know what time it is. It's time for crafts and cards. So glad you joined tonight. Hope everybody's doing well in this third week of January 2022. We finally had some snow last weekend. Didn't have school on Friday, so video time. I got the Twins hat on. If you tuned in last week, I'll get to the cards. Let's get to the beer. The beer is from a brewery in Des Moines called Confluence, given that name because it's at the confluence of two rivers. They're in Des Moines, the Raccoon River and the Des Moines River. And this is the Oatmeal Cookie Stout that they produced. It's a winter beer and it's quite tasty. Did not grab the ABVs or IBUs. Not sure if it tells me. Not seeing it, but a couple weeks ago I did a Milkman Stout from the same brewery, and it's not too far. It's probably the closest brewery to the airport if you ever fly into Des Moines. It's out on Thomas Beck Road, and you can see it pours a nice dark color. Pretty brown head there. We'll leave that for now. So, cheers. Really good stuff. It really does taste like an oatmeal cookie. Really, you got the sweetness and the spices up front, and then finishes off with that typical nice stout flavor at the end. It's just kind of the roastiness. So, really good beer. Let's see, I'll put that over there so everybody can see it. Hopefully, anyway. Turn it a little bit. Got a nice stack of cards. Now, if you watched last week's episode, I just was going through a tote of cards. About, one of those like fits under a bed, and I used to have like 15 or 20 of those. I've changed things around, don't have that many more, but just grabbed this one to see what was in it. And this stack, now last week's I showed were a lot of football and basketball. There was a few baseball thrown in there, but I just grabbed another stack out of there. They were just randomly lined up in there, so not sure exactly what's here. When I grabbed this stack, there's two cards that fell over. And those will be on another video coming up. Don't know when. It won't probably be here. Maybe it will be. Maybe I'll do a vintage. But a couple of really big vintage cards for me. I think anyway. One that I didn't even know I had, going to be honest. And that makes me feel kind of stupid. But I'm glad I found it. Don't get me wrong. So let's jump into some cards here. Going to grab another quick drink. Oh, didn't do the light test. As you can imagine, none. Makes it a good beer. Or at least a good start to the beer. And you also have to like these 16-ounce cans. So there's that oatmeal cookie stout. So we're going to start off with a 94 finest, I believe. Roger Clemens. Follow that up with an 82 Diamond King of Nolan Ryan. It's one of my favorite Diamond King cards ever. I just love the look of that. Reminds me of their old jerseys in the background there. Just a good looking card. Then we have this 95 Flair. Chuck, don't give me the Yips Knobloch. Follow that up with a Bowman's Best from 94, Tony Clark. Man, at the time he was a huge prospect. Here we have what is this? Man, Leaf Limited from 94, Will Clark. Love me some Will Clark. Those of the Watch channel know I've got a very soft spot for Will Clark. Get a showcase someday. Let's go to this. Oh man, what do that. Here we have a Upper Deck short print, 5 to 3,000 hits, with Yount on one side, George Brett on the other. Good looking card there. We got some 4 or 5 in a row of the same guy. Here we have a Upper Deck SP Kirby Puckett. It's a really good set. If you've ever seen this set in a binder, it looks really, really cool. I don't have it, but I know someone that does. It looks really cool. Here we have a Pinnacle from 95. We have my vertical cards. Gotta love it. Shout out to Dustin and Blake. These next couple are for you. So here's a Flair. What year is that? God, I can't even read it. 94 Flair. This is one of those interesting cards with the 2 different pictures, kind of the candid and the action. Here we have a 95 Flair League Leader. It's a lot shinier in person than what you can see here. There you got a little bit of the blue foil on there. Here we have another Fleer Flair from 95. Oops, better do it this way so you can see the whole thing. This version I like a whole lot better, but it kind of bleeds one into the other. Much better looking card. Oh, then we're back onto our Leaf kick that I was on a little bit last week. This is 90 Leaf. Here we have the Todd Zeal. Followed up with Hall of Famer Andre Hawk Dawson. Just a great set in my book. We have the Felix Jose. Was supposed to be a monster and just never quite materialized. Followed up with Hall of Famer Ozzie Smith. The Wizard, John Smoltz. For all you Braves fans, shout out to Jake. Legends never die. And right back to back, there's your Ron Gant. Another George Brett. Follow it up with one of my all-time favorite players, a guy that I probably should have. I've got quite a few cards of. I just need to get them organized together. That's the Crime Dog, Fred McGriff. Back to back. Going to follow it up with one of the greatest hitters ever, Mr. Tony Gwynn. And then Mr. Mark Grace. Another Ron Gant we don't need to see. Here's Tom Glavine. And this next, wow. Okay, so here's a rookie card from that set. Why don't you take a look at the price tag? I guarantee you I did not pay $14. Now, I did love Robin Ventura, even though he played for the White Sox. I saw him play in college. I saw him play at Iowa State when he was at Oklahoma State. Saw him play in the College World Series. Great hitter. Loved his game. But he played for the Pale Hosers. I guarantee I didn't pay $14 for that. Another Mark Grace. We don't need to see one Mark Grace is enough. Another Ozzy. And we're going to wrap it up with a card that I didn't realize I had. And that is the 91 Upper Deck Mr. MJ Michael Jordan. SP1. So there's that. So hope all is well. Hope weather's good where you are. It's supposed to improve here as we go through the next. Tomorrow's supposed to be cold and then back into the 30s. So any day in January in Iowa I can get in the 30s. Great. This past week we were in the 50s twice and in the 40s once. So Thursday we were 51 and just gorgeous out. And then today, snow. It's about 32, 33, which isn't bad. Don't get me wrong, but wish we could have got school in. But hey, got a video for you nonetheless. So till next time, remember, like the sign says, collect what you love what you collect. Cheers.